Hello everybody, Gingershadow here, and welcome back to another Minecraft mod review with me. And today, it's been about a year, but I'm going to review the Jujutsu Kaisen mod, or some of its updates since the last update. Which, yeah, Season 3 of the anime started, a particular episode about the Zenin clan happened, and the mod maker decided to give us a whole bunch of new Zenin clan things. On top of the Culling games now beginning, we got some new Culling games character stuff, we got a bunch of just general curse spirit stuff, a bunch of new moves for certain people, and just general improvements. Although on a more terrifying note, it did say, improved SUKUNA, which that's a sentence I never want to hear as someone who's played this mod a lot. SUKUNA did not need more improvements. Alright, Jujutsu Kaisen mod, it's for 1.20.1 Minecraft. Link will be down below if you want to check it out and stuff. But yeah, so you start off with this, and yeah, you're given a couple of things. You're given a cursed technique changer, an insect, and a basic uniform to start in. The basic uniform provides no armor, but that's fine. You don't really need armor for this particular mod. The insect and book though are very useful. The insect, once consumed, makes it so that you don't need food anymore, and this allows you to pick your technique, which you can choose to just, you know, go random if you want. It'll give you whatever. You can choose to be a non-sorcerer if you don't want to be. As a non-sorcerer, you won't see curse spirits because you get no curse energy. You can choose to start as a curse spirit and curse user and thing. Curse spirit makes you a curse spirit, so curse spirits don't go for you, but curse Jujutsu sorcerers will go for you. Plus, you get the advantage of night vision, all the other stuff related to curse spirits. And then curse user, I'm pretty sure just means you're an evil curse user, so Jujutsu sorcerers, like ANBU and stuff, will be enemies with you. So it's pretty much just kind of setting your alignment. But yeah, we don't have so many things on here. This board is full. Like, when this mod first got redone, it only had a couple of things. It is now full. It's now, like, stuff's being squeezed in to fit on the board. I have no idea what the creator is going to do, and it says to add more things. But yeah, we do have some new ones on here. A bit tricky, given it's been a year since playing the mod, to tell which ones are exactly new, so I may be missing some. But I know for a fact, Ranta Zenin is a brand new one, and Reggie Star are new ones, because I believe Reggie was in the mod before, but didn't really have any abilities, and Ranta Zenin just was not in the mod at all, and now is in after, you know, a certain Zenin clan episode happened. Apparently he's been given some attention, although he's not the only one, because more things from that episode. We have got a bunch of Kukuru? I don't know how you pronounce it. Anyway, yeah, now you've got the guy that was in charge of it, who I don't know, thought he was hot stuff, and he just really wasn't. I think it'd be more accurate to say he seemed composed, like he was gonna put up a fight. Anyway, so we've also got, yeah, Ranta, who, cool, he exists, his curse technique's now in the mod. And a particular Ogi and Junichi, if that's how you pronounce his name. Yeah, these two were already in the mod before, they already had their techniques. Their techniques have been altered. There's now more bits to it. Okay, well this looks different. So, I don't remember those bits next to the inventory bar being there. Anyway, so quickly grabbing Ranta's stuff. So you get your basic techniques and stuff, and then from there, yeah, Ranta's one technique is Evil Eye, which is basically just look at person you want to hit. I think I missed. Oh, there we go. Yeah, so basically it hits person. It's supposed to, like, apply, I think, gravity or something on them, and then, you know, paralyze them in place. It's not really doing that here. Alright, it's gonna suck for me. Alright, go in survival mode to try this. I'm pretty sure I'm not able to hit him because I'm not actually an enemy of him right now. Hold on. Yeah, there we go. So, this is another problem though, is because I am brand new to mod. I am just basic level grade 4 sorcerer type person. Person here, bit stronger than that. As you saw there, I used Evil Eye, and it had backlash because he is stronger than me. On the flip side, if we were to grade up a little bit and become, say, a grade 1 sorcerer, and then try the exact same thing on him, I imagine we're going to get a slightly better result. Where'd he go? Oh yeah, they despawn when they beat you, don't they? Alright, new one. Dum-ba-dum. Punch. Evil Eye. I mean, that time, yeah, no backlash, and yeah, this guy's going to get more likely to be held in place. Or at least forced down for a moment. It doesn't think it paralyzes them for very long. This technique. Coming for me? Yeah, guy gets flattened by it. I'm not taking backlash. I can now maintain it. There we go. Alright, well, he would have been trapped there if, you know, it hadn't killed him. Okay, aside from that. Ogi. Ogi essentially just had Rengoku stuff because the maker of this mod also made the Demon Slayer mod and had a Rengoku in it, and this guy basically just used Fire Sword technique, so he basically just got Rengoku stuff originally. Now, slight difference, because now, you turn on the techniques and things, they're blue. It gets blue fire now because the anime showed it as being, you know, not red fire. Oh, wait, no, maybe this is just bugged, actually, because I realized I'm clicking attack, and it's still doing the exact same technique. Now I've got Junichi Zenin, who, yeah, basically his whole thing was shoot flying fists. It thinks the fists used to be basically skin-colored. And, yeah, now they're red, like they were in the anime, which I guess makes sense. Also, you can now charge them. and release bigger, stronger fists. And of course, there's the fist storm technique, which, hold on, let me actually charge it properly. There we go. There we go. Wait a second. Okay, never mind. I think the technique's being bugged right now, because for whatever reason, it's still locking me into just the first technique. They're bugged. I'm bugged. I'm not sure exactly what. Hold on. We can see if this still works, though, because we can just grab the people in question, grab an enemy they'll try and fight, and then just see if their techniques still work. Or grab Maki. They'll just start fighting because they hate each other. Maki will just win. Cool. Yeah, okay, we're gonna need a couple of them so we can see his technique, right? Yeah, there we go. So he can still do the multi-fist attack and stuff. But he really did not last long. I mean, it's against Maki, who could, yeah, that kind of makes sense. Hold on, we'll try it this way. We'll just summon a couple of cursed spirits there. There's a bunch of fish. There you go. It's a lot of mini fist techniques and stuff. Yep, cool. Summon fist down from the sky, which I think is maybe the fist wall technique and things. Cool. Yeah, there's the fist storm. So yeah, basically it works kind of like it was before, but the fists just look better now. Neat. Then for Ogi, yeah, he's basically just got all his techniques, but they're now just blue flames. It really isn't taking long for this entire area to get flattened. Then again, I did unleash the guy that has the fist attack that can literally flatten the entire Zenin compound. So, okay, well, I mean, I'm kind of curious about Ranta, though, and Amaki being together. Ranta's not even getting a chance to use this technique. All right, mobile Rantas, work together. Oh, there we go. Trying to hold Maki in place, hurting themselves in the process. Eyes are actually actively getting cracked because of it. Yup, that checks out. They do have the survival instincts of a rock, though. Like, Maki is right there, and they are not aggroing straight away until she gets very close. And by that point, it's kind of too late. Yeah, okay. So, aside from the Zenin clan, we did get some other people. Not that I could really say I remember all these people, but yeah, we've got this guy, Bayer, however you pronounce their name. Apparently a strong person from the cube unit thing. Could not remember who that person is. Okay. We've got Iori, the guy that can tear off parts of himself and make areas explode. Did he have any actual, like, really good fights? Yeah, I don't really recall this guy doing anything too big or important, but his thing is basically just stuff explodes. Reggie, on the other hand, I remember him fighting a certain Megumin and having, like, a pretty decent fight out of it, because his whole thing is, like, shrinking things down into, like, the papers on his body. Can, like, throw them out and, like, make stuff expand and doom-ba-doom. Hold on, if I throw you out... Assuming you don't just beat the person down instantly. Yep, so you can throw papers at people. I think they just became knives. Yeah, they did. Okay, cool. You can do bigger and better things, though, can't you, Reggie? Yeah, you can throw cars at people. And if he really feels like it, he can even throw a house on you. I'm glad they put that in. Like, literally, we can actually pick to play his thing. And yeah, we can just use kitchen knife. Which, yeah, throws out bits of paper and they become knives. Cool. Or we can just say, hey, is that house just gonna sit there? Yo. Oh, the house is just a full-on entity thing. Oh, so you get crushed by the house, you have to break the house to get out of it. Oh, that's cool. Anyway, we did also get a couple of cursed spirits. Got this thing. Gasha Dokuro. Might be how you pronounce its name. Yeah, anyway, so this thing exists. Then, this one confuses me because it says the Smallpox Deity was added. Now, the Smallpox Deity was already added because it's been in for ages. But I was trying to remember what grade the Smallpox Deity is. A.k.a. is it a grade 1 curse, or is it a special grade curse? I couldn't remember. It's now said that the special grade Smallpox curse has been added. That is not the same thing. Yo, wait a second. You're not the same as before. Do you still do the same thing? Hold on. Throw you at him. Sure. You can throw his eye and explode stuff. Smallpox Deity fights. That's what my and her brother fought, isn't it? The Smallpox Deity. Like, yeah, literally. Do domain expansion, get stuck in coffin, summon rocks. This is the same thing. He just looks entirely different. I mean, oh, there goes the domain. Yo, how far did he bury me there? Oh, I forgot they added this. Oh, it's been so long since I played this mod. So, there's a button that allows you to use your main technique, and there's a button that allows you to use your selected technique. I forgot to use main technique. Wasn't the one you were highlighting. It's used selected technique, because he's added more options and stuff in. Me saying, oh, I can't use my other techniques, it keeps using the first one. Yeah, because it's the main technique. That's what the button on the side means. I put it to Z now instead of S. So yeah, now if I click the button, then I can do punches and stuff. It wasn't bugged. I'm just an idiot. So in that case, running it back, Reggie's technique. You can throw kitchen knives, yes, but you can also throw a car. Pretty far, apparently. And if you want to go bigger, you can throw a truck. Cool. And then if you want to go really big, you can throw a house. Going back to Ogi's techniques. If I use them, first one is a blue forward slash thing, upward slash, downward slash. I think some of this stuff still reminds me of Rengoku's abilities, but yeah. But yeah, it's just all in blue flames. Don't know if I remember that one, though. Do you remember that one, though? And then things like Ogi, which is things like Rengoku. Only he does, yeah, the Ogi getting ready to pull his sword out and quick draw and slash. Zenin has his fist technique. Has the fist storm technique, which if you fully charge will flatten a massive area using a decent bit of curse energy. Very destructive, this technique. And then we've got fist vertical fall. I think he's just gotten rid of the foot technique. Fist duality? Wait, what? Even bigger fist, okay. And then, yeah, there's no more foot attack. So, okay, Reggie stuff's pretty cool. The update to the Zenin clan stuff's pretty cool. Right, technique's fairly basic, but, you know, I don't know how good it would be using it on your own. It's just literally pin a thing down and hope it dies kind of technique. But I guess combining that with more, like, you know, just punching things normally, yeah, it could be alright. Obviously, the whole idea of it, though, it definitely works better if you've got an ally that can take advantage of something being stunned momentarily. Speaking of being stunned momentarily, cursed voice technique. Inumaki's technique also got changed, because now that we've got Ranta and the whole backlash to the ice thing, it's only fair that Inumaki gets the same treatment. So now if you use a technique on someone way stronger than you, I'm currently grade 1, so I guess I'd need to take a special grade curse for this. I don't want to grab Sukuna for this. Sukuna just is gonna wreak havoc. But yeah, if we go into survival mode, we summon down the myth that is Jogo, and we tell him to explode before, if we can reach him before we get destroyed. Explode. Yeah, that just did like 5 hearts of backlash to me, because, yeah, I just told a really powerful curse to, you know, blow up, essentially. That's just not gonna work too well. You know, it does make sense, though, because, like, players can fight players with these techniques, and cursed voice is a very, or cursed speech, I should say, is a very, very strong one, and he just catch, you know, players a lot stronger, and pin them down for a moment. Now, if it does that, the player in question will also just, you know, throat will explode. Now, aside from that, there are the bits in the updates that says that certain people just got new moves and stuff. Yeah, it mentions things like, say, Todo, for example, which seems to have a thing called Tackle, which just seems to be a forward clothesline. You get, yeah, 4 consecutive hits. Okay, so there was also a thing saying that Gojo got a new technique. It last blue, reversal red, blue strike. That's probably the new one. Don't remember that one. You there? Oh, okay. So like it pulls them in. That's a new curse. That wasn't there before. Okay, so it just pulls the person to get punched, essentially, and then it's whole purple. Okay, so that's the new technique Gojo got. That's terrifying, because that means Gojo NPC is going to have that too. So now Gojo NPC wants to punch you. He can literally just pain style or meta pull you in, and then just wallop you. Oh, that's going to be great. Where is he? It also said, there he is. Mahoraga apparently gets something new as well. What did he get? Speed attack, overhead attack, air cannon was already there. Car throwing! He had rock throwing. That strong overhead attack? That's just slamming down. Okay, so alright, that's Mahoraga went from getting rock throwing to car throwing. And, well, I don't think that was with him before. So, yeah, just basically, yeah, a bunch of characters got a couple of new moves here or there. Never gonna complain about getting characters getting more stuff. It's always pretty cool. That said, though, I think one of the biggest things is probably the fact that Angel got a big buff. Yeah, for those of you who don't know, Angel was busted to begin with. So Angel only really has one thing, Jacob's Ladder. Costs a ton of energy, but in turn does one of the most powerful attacks in the game. Especially if you're a cursed spirit. So, like, this is just, you know, ghetto. So it's not going to do as much to him. But yeah, someone's massive circle above person, blast down, does an absolute heap of damage. If they're cursed spirit or, you know, someone like Sukuna, does insane amounts of damage. But here's the thing, with Sukuna, it only used to do insane amounts of damage. Now, though, apparently it does something different. Now, apparently, if you hit Sukuna with good old Jacob's Ladder... Okay, never mind, I never did it here. Hold on. Maybe it's a specific thing, then. It's gonna keep blasting with Jacob's Ladder until he dies. Oh, there we go. It did work. Okay, so that is how it works, then. So, yeah, I saw the thing for if you hit Sukuna with Jacob's Ladder, it can turn them back into their original form. So, in this case, yeah, it's when you kill them, basically. Rather than killing them, it turns them back into their original form. That's pretty cool. I do wonder if that means as a player, if someone's in Sukuna mode and they get hit by Jacob's ladder and it like weakens them down, it will just knock them out of Sukuna mode potentially. I wonder, like, player on player if that'll have some kind of mechanic, but yeah, as far as the NPC goes, it's a nice little thing, but it doesn't really change anything unless you plan to, like, kill ITADORI after the fact. So yeah, it's going to get a couple of Jacob ladders, you know, being creative, but I can just kind of spam things. So basically, you'd weaken them down a bunch first, and then just hit Jacob's ladder at the very end for the finisher, which is easier said than done against Sukuna, because Sukuna is ungodly strong, but with enough Jacob ladders, eventually he'll stop being Sukuna. Yeah, there we go. Knock the Sukuna right out of him. Okay, it's not really a buff then, is it? I thought it was a bigger buff. I thought it was going to knock him out, like, easier or something. But no, it does seem to be, you have to just do... It took me, like, 5 Jacob ladders, and Jacob ladder has, like, a minute cooldown or something, or 30-second cooldown. So, yeah, I mean, good luck just spamming Jacob's ladder to knock Sukuna out of his form in an actual fight. You'd have to weaken him down first, and then, you know, use that for the finisher. But... cool, it's the actual mechanic thing. It's a thing, you know, like in the anime and stuff. That's what Jacob Ladder's meant to do. But yeah, I do think overall for updates and stuff, yeah, pretty cool stuff. There was like 3 updates I was kind of looking at there instead of just 1. The latest one mainly added the Zenin clan stuff, along with the drawbacks to cursed speech. Previous update before that added extra moves for Mahoraga and Gojo and things like that, along with some, like, just some of the skills getting rebalanced and being a bit stronger. And the addition of that new Smallpox Deity that I just do not remember having that form. I thought he was, like, bigger and creepier looking than that. But yeah, all in all, pretty cool stuff. With Season 3, hopefully we'll get more cool animated moments, and then with that, the mod maker will then decide to add those cool animated effects and stuff into the mod, because that does seem to be what happens. He sees a cool thing in the manga, sees a cool thing in the anime, and decides to add that into the mod, which is just amazing, because, yeah, we get things like houses getting flung around. You can only assume it's the Zenin episode that got Ranta added in with the Zenin Evil Eye effect, and along with the drawback, or backlash to the Evil Eye and the curse speech. But yeah, I'll be interested to see what other stuff they add in. But anyway, people, for today though, that's all for this little mod review. Thank you all very much for watching again. Link will be down below if you want to check the mod out. Obviously, there's a ton more to this, because, again, there's so many techniques and stuff in here. But, yeah, mostly just taking a look at the newest update stuff. So, that was version 47 that's now out of the mod. But yeah, for now, thank you all very much for watching. Leave a like if you enjoyed the show. Link will be down below if you want to check the mod out. And I'll catch you all next time for whatever Minecraft mod review thing I end up doing next. Goodbye, everybody. Also, just want to say a quick thank you to all of the channel members for the extra support, and a special thank you and shout out to our elite members, the joining members ULQ Vami, Phoenix, Hellfire Dragon, I Autumns, Franken Kasuni, Axolotl, Ian Kursen, Hollow Kitetsu, Cloud Eon, That One Person, Kyosh, Kingsman, and Flash Brody. Our ANBU members, MonsterQ and AdenIsGone, and our Zenin member, Doomster Dan. Thank you all very much for the extra awesome support.